What is going on, everyone? We here and we back with another episode of
Is my point valid?
Yes, indeed. We in this thing, and I am Brandon D.
And I am Camille A. Stalker.
And as a collective, we are the Stocker family. So yeah, check us out. But we're gonna go ahead and get into this episode with what you know good. So what you got for him, baby?
All right, y'all remember how I was saying I was reading a James Baldwin book and I was going to be all in these James Baldwin streets? Yeah,
Huh.
I changed my mind. So
Well,
the book I was reading, Another Country, I didn't finish because there was too much going on in the book. It was too much.
it was busy.
It was, oh my gosh, it was
So busy.
too much inner sexuals.
Inner
It
outers.
was too much. So I did
Yeah.
not finish that book. I just wanted to let y'all know that
African Americans. Yeah.
I'm not. I'm not. I'm not gonna do it.
He ain't for everybody.
It's not for everyone. And
Yeah.
granted, he is a great writer, but
The life that he lead or led.
it not for me.
Not for everyone at all.
He was a good person, like you get what I'm saying. But that book,
Yeah.
it was.
He revealed too much.
I didn't like how everyone was sleeping with everyone.
Everybody.
Like,
Everybody in the club getting tips.
they was getting more than tipsy. But yeah, it had me because at the beginning, but then as I got further into it, I said, "Ooh,
Oh
no."
Lord.
But okay, yeah. So I didn't finish that book because it was too much going on. Next up on What You Know Good. Um, I guess last week we saw that the Roe versus Wade was overturned, and Roe versus Wade was under the Constitution, which protected pregnant women with having the choice of an abortion. Now that has been overturned, meaning that it's going to be very, 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 very difficult for this to happen because they're saying even if you were raped or something, whatever,
still
you
can't.
still cannot, and it's
Lord.
like.
I seen an article where they said all of the abortions that they had on the books are being canceled.
Ugh. So it's like, yo, are we trying to drive people mental? What is this?
You gonna have this baby or else
and
you gonna
then
go to jail.
we need to look. So tired of seeing these, especially in these book clubs I'm in. The Handmaid's Tale. It's called The Parable of a Sower. People are talking about A Brave New World, 1984, and they're saying we're just living what the book says. Y'all, history repeats itself. So anything that had happened in history,
That had happened.
that had happened,
Huh.
those authors
Two
have
halves.
just written about it, and it's just that you're reading it and it's like, oh, this is what's happening in the world. But history repeats itself, and yeah, history repeats itself. And so how do you make this change? How do you be like, well, I'm gonna vote blue and I'm gonna vote red? We need to look at who you're voting for,
Huh.
who you're putting in office, because in my opinion, I do believe we all need to get out and vote if you want to see a change. I do believe that. I believe voting, and I vote because we couldn't vote. As a black person, we couldn't vote. But get out there and vote and change your stuff, and then all this Supreme Court, and then stop thinking. This is the big thing. Stop thinking that the president. Okay,
You talking about specifically the one we have now?
any president. Stop thinking that the president is the most powerful being in the world.
He can't do nothing.
He can't do anything.
He a scapegoat.
He just put his signature on what people say.
Scapegoat.
That's it. So I'm not talking about our current one. All of them. This is
I don't even know why we have a president.
this is why they hot. This is why they hot because it covers up them other folks. Okay, so next up on this, which kind of goes with the Roe versus Wade, I saw a tweet that was on, I think it was on the Shade Room or Sean King, one of those, but Senator John Cornyn, I don't even know how to pronounce his name, Cornyn, had a tweet saying, now do Plessy versus Ferguson and Brown versus the Board of Education. Whew. if you don't know what that is, that is the separate but equal, and then the Brown versus the Board of Education is where it's making it. The schools should be integrated. We should not be separated. So imagine if that comes into play. I know I talk about it a lot. Is that what we want? Because that means separate. And they're saying that this won't have like racism or anything like that. I don't know. It's
What
weird.
are they trying to do now?
He's saying next, since we overturned Roe versus Wade, let's overturn Plessy versus Ferguson and the board of Brown versus the Board of Education. So if we do that, we black folks are really gonna need to have our own grocery stores.
We black
have
folk.
our Hispanic,
All that.
the people of color, as they like to say.
Yeah.
We're gonna need our own grocery stores. You're gonna need our own shopping. You think we gonna be in Walmart? Just lot of white. Walmart is white owned. Like this is the type of things that you have to look at.
People didn't know that.
I don't know. I
Okay.
was just saying.
Well, keep the people
They
informed
might
if they
not.
didn't know.
You know,
Uh,
Home Depot is owned by white folk. You gonna have to go to Lowe's.
I ain't going to Lowe's. I don't care.
That was a joke.
It could be owned by whoever. I ain't going to Lowe's.
What if they? What
I
if
ain't
they
buying no
overturn
Cobalt.
this mess?
I ain't buying none of that
Oh,
junk at
man.
Lowe's.
All right, but that's it for the political mess crap. Lord Jesus.
Lord.
Just,
I did on the political note. I did see a video the other day, and they're trying to do away with the gun laws and certain clips and everything.
Yes, I saw
and they
that.
had a Republican, I forget his name, but it was like a conference of all Congress people and all of that, and he was handling his guns and he was showing them which ones, because he had like a 12-round clip that went in a handgun. He was like, this is going to be outlawed under the new law. And he was handling the guns, and then Congresswoman Sheila Jackson Lee, she got on there, she said, well, I hope them guns ain't loaded. Shut your order. But he was like, man, this is my house. I can do what I want to with my guns. I was like, man, did she really just say that? But anyway, I thought that was funny.
Yeah.
I
Gun
think
law.
she's funny.
Isn't it crazy? They pushing gun laws, but
Gun
they
law.
taking away,
Say.
overturning Roe versus Wade.
So they want to have more crazy babies, but they don't want, I don't know.
It's
God, dog.
like I can't explain it.
It's crazy.
It's weird, and everybody has a freaking opinion. And then we're gonna get into that. But
I
okay,
don't even understand how we're having a conversation about a woman's body. I don't understand. Does she not have her own rights? She don't have the right to do what she wants to with her own body? Oh, on another note, they're bringing back punishing kids in schools, but you can't whip your own kids.
Oh wait! That should have been on my What You Know Good.
Yeah, you are.
That should have been, and then also.
And that's going to be a...
Did you see? I don't know if you saw the article, just really quickly, that a Texas school district, and I don't know if it's going to be all around Texas school district, but a Texas school district so far has said that they're going to be banning children from wearing hoodies, but then they're going to limit girls from wearing skirts and dresses,
I don't even know what they got to do.
saying that is
But
going
a
to be more
boy can
professional.
go. A boy can go in the girls' bathroom. Okay. Priorities.
We gonna talk about it.
What are we really focused on?
Like, oh,
Moving
my
right
goodness.
along.
All right, so something lighter. Omarion and Mario versus. I watched it. I stayed.
You probably wasted about an hour and a half of your time of your life.
hour.
How long was it?
This thing was 4 hours.
People was watching this for 4 hours.
And then the thing about how I was watching it, I wasn't even like physically watching it because I was setting up things, right, and blowing up balloons and all that. But I'm listening, and it was so chaotic. It was very, very funny. So in the beginning of it, it was Sammy I like the way you look at me.
What other songs does he have?
He has a lot. I know a lot of his songs,
Okay.
but and then it was Bobby Valentino. I see that's only part.
Did he sing Blackberry
Slow
Molasses?
down. He did.
Ooh, that's my
He
shit
did.
there,
He sang
boy.
it. He sang it. He did.
Blackberry Molasses.
Because Sammy was talking about, I'm the original. I was like,
Original what?
I'm the OG. I'm the
OG
first
of
kid
what?
who brought all y'all in. And I was
Of a
like,
kid or what? Sammy sit down somewhere.
I was like,
Bow Wow is the man.
what? What are you talking about? Bobby Valentino came out before you. Although everybody doesn't know Blackberry Molasses, he still came before you. Then it was Ray J.
Lord, what was Ray J?
If I had
Sexy
one wish.
can I?
No, he did. I need to show you. Didn't see the clip of him? He
I didn't
said,
watch. I don't watch crap
no,
like that.
no, the clip. I ain't say that.
What clip?
You talking about crap. It was crappy, but you be watching other things. It's like, what? But this was funny. He was singing. None of these men can sing. None of them can sing.
They all had kid voices. That's why they
None of-
sounded good.
Ray J was terrible. And then there was Pleasure P. Pleasure P was like the one who
Yeah,
sounded
he can sing.
The best.
That boy can sing.
Oh my gosh. So let's get to the Omarion and Mario part. Omarion cannot sing. He needs beat. Okay.
He need backup singers.
This man he needs backup singers. He got on stage and he ate watermelon
Why?
because I guess the thing of pleasuring, it was weird.
Did he put his finger on his ear anytime?
Nah, he just couldn't sing.
He didn't
was
do this here?
dancing, and then he brought out Tank. He brought out Tommy.
For what?
And then
He got songs with Tank?
Tank is the background singer. Let me hear you say, oh, oh, and on and oh. And
Oh, he was a backup singer for that?
Background. And I don't think, this is my opinion, I don't think Tank is a great singer. I think Tank is a whiner. He can, I don't like Tank singing. What's that song? Maybe your I deserve. What he doing? Whining. But Mario.
What you mind if I do?
Mario came out and he put on the show. I knew Mario could sing. He's very underrated, and he was spicy. He was feisty. Mario was trying to be like, come at him, and he was like, "That's why. Oh, you weren't on the Millennium Tour." And he said, "I didn't want to be on that raggedy shoot stuff." It was so funny. It was a hot mess. It was very funny, but it was too long. It was 4 hours. They said this is the longest verses ever. All right, that's enough of them.
I think they cancel. I think they need to cancel.
They definitely
verses.
need to get rid of verses. People are back working. People back doing things.
People ain't got time.
And people ain't got time to be watching this mess on a Thursday and get up on Friday to go to work. That was a mess. Let it go. Let it go. Even
Like
you
the-
even
like
had
another little
Timberland.
TKO.
You even had Timberland and Swiss in the comments like, this is terrible.
What about Genuine with his new dances?
Who would he go up against? Tank.
That boy there, he got them moves.
All right. So my last thing on what you know good. PSA. This just came to me like this morning. Stop posting all your business on social. People are watching you. And while I'm saying this, I saw a woman in a group, and she posted her husband's whole schedule, and he turned out he's a sheriff.
He the popo.
She posted his whole
Where
schedule,
he be at
where
when when he's there.
And if anybody really cared, they could click on the picture, zoom in on his patch, and see exactly where he
Hold
worked.
up.
Like if that's the type of life you live
You
in.
trying to get that man shot?
Like what? So I am very, very, very particular on what I post, how I post.
Very particular.
I don't really post like children, and if I do, I put it in my story, but that's not often. I put it in my story because that's gone in 24 hours, but I will not. I try and I ain't about to be posting what my husband doing, where he's at, what time he go to work, and all that mess. I ain't what.
So y'all can meet me there.
Protect your black.
Y'all want to
men.
work too? Oh.
All right, and that's all I have for what you know good.
Alrighty then, we are gonna move right along with this topic. All right. I
Scared.
know what the topic gonna be for today.
Mixed beliefs.
Huh?
Did I say it right? Beliefs.
Believes. Believes.
All right. So I know I've been on a journey of like looking at different things that people believe in, different doctrines that people believe in, and all of this. And so I really have been researching. It was so funny that Brandon was like, "Hey, I want to talk about this," and so I was like, "Hey, we on the same. We're here, right?" And so one of the things and one of the conversations that we did have was about yoga.
Yoga. So, yoga is a part of the religion Hinduism.
Yes, it derives from ancient Indian spiritual practices and an explicitly religious element of Hinduism. And it also is practiced through Buddhism and Jainism, but it is Hinduism.
Hinduism.
And so why we're kind of talking about the yoga part of that is because when you look up what Hindu or the religion of Hinduism is, you see that it is like conjuring up different spirits.
So it's completely contrary to what a Christian would believe.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
So it's the belief of coming outside of yourself and getting in touch with
Something else
something
that you don't know,
that probably that elephant with 8 arms.
that you don't know, right?
So if you're going into a spiritual realm and conjuring up these spirits of whatever kind they are,
Yeah.
how does that align with Christianity if you are a Christian?
Yeah.
So we got people out here that are teaching our kids yoga.
And they're calling it mindfulness in the school. At school, they're not
They're
calling
even
it
doing it at school.
yoga. So
But I can't pray.
But I can't pray. You know, if you're Muslim, you lay out the
can't
mat.
do
You
the-
have a
the
certain
12
time.
o'clock, yeah.
You have
Yeah.
certain times that you can't. But I can.
I
Clear
can't
my
bring
desk.
religion into school.
But this is a religion,
But
right?
this, unless it's, I don't know.
And then they changed the name to mindfulness meditation. And I'm trying to, my thing went, but so there's this thing called secular meditation, but I guess it would be the same thing as like mindful.
Secular is
Means-
contrary to the beliefs of God.
Because in the Bible, there is meditation. There's lots of meditation.
But you're meditating, you are going to God,
Yes, not away from
not
God.
away from God.
Yeah.
So, how much praying do you have to do to get you back close to God if you're doing yoga and getting away from God? So, how much away from God are you getting when you're doing this yoga? And how much do you have to do? How much praying do you have to do to get back close?
And if you're doing that, are you doing
That sounds like a math equation right there.
further I get away from this, it's going to be harder to get to here. And if you believe in as a Christian or in God and the God in Jesus,
Yes.
because people believe in a God,
A God.
but people don't equate the God and the Jesus part together. That the one, the Son, and the Holy Spirit, like
Yeah.
they don't do all of that. So it's like, let's get you further away from the truth. And when you don't know the truth anymore, it's mindfulness, or it's yoga, or I'm at peace with one, but we're not the one. Like, you get what I'm saying? We're not the one. The one is the Almighty. Like, that's my take.
And on that, I talked to my brother the other day, and he was telling me he knows a guy.
Oh yeah, I was gonna ask you that.
He knows a guy. This guy is a Christian Muslim. Yeah, you heard that correctly. He is a Christian Muslim as far as he is concerned. And I don't even understand how that can be. So I asked my brother, I'm like, so which one comes first? Which one is priority? And the phone went quiet because nobody can answer that question. I don't even think the dude can answer that question. So let's get into this.
Is there such thing as Christian yoga? I just clicked on that and
Christian
it
yoga?
just, oh, you said let's get into this.
Yeah,
Oh,
that.
what?
What you looking at?
Yeah, that's what it says. It says
Yeah.
there's such thing.
It's Christian yoga. I'm gonna tell you this. Anything can be made up. You can do an article on anything and call it law. So, man, say
And there's laws in the Bible. And I'm not talking about the 10 Commandments, but there is laws in the Old Testament that we should still, I believe, like hold true, or you should know the laws and everything. Like it's, y'all, this is weird. And
Super
we're
weird.
sitting here, we're trying to, I think, be
make
kind.
it, yeah. Make nice.
We're trying to be kind because
But I'm gonna be honest, I don't understand.
that's what
I'm
I was gonna
confused.
say, because of this person that's saying he is a Christian Muslim, but there's
And even
that's Allah, and then there's God, Jesus, Holy
so who do you pray to first?
right?
And what part of the day are you Christian? And what part of the day are you a Muslim? And what you gonna tell these Muslims when they ask you?
And what are you reading? Are you reading the Bible or are you reading
the
the
Quran.
Quran? Because those do not.
That boy reading the Quran.
Because they don't go.
No, they don't. And another thing,
What else?
how are Christians so deep into astrology?
Oh my God.
Like zodiac
That's
signs.
witchcraft. That is witchcraft.
I seen this Christian girl who do tarot reading.
And they had the nerve to say that this is that it's in the Bible of God. I said, no, that's you bringing spirits.
Lord
you
have
looking
mercy.
into stuff that you're not supposed to.
I'm gonna tell you
That's
this:
witchcraft.
I don't know where it said that, but the Bible will tell you that all these spirits and all this stuff that y'all seeing, that ain't God, man.
It ain't of God.
The devil, he'll show you stuff that you want to see.
And I think people forget that the devil knows the Bible
Better than
you.
He was there.
He was there way before we was
He was
here.
there.
He was one. He was a one.
But we ain't gonna get too
Yeah.
religious on y'all. We just trying to figure out what's really good.
I have a question because you just said we're not going to get too religious. Are we getting religious or are we trying to?
We trying to bring some
Give-
kind of understanding.
Okay, I don't think
I-
we're being religious. I think we're being like you said, trying to bring some understanding or trying to bring a different perspective of how you're viewing things because we're viewing things
And
as
I really don't think people know that they're doing conflicting
right.
things.
Yeah,
Regularly.
because the world is saying.
Society would have you believe some bullshit.
Because the world is saying, "Hey, this is what we do. You can make, and then you can make money off of this, and
Yeah.
you can help people become spiritual."
Yeah.
How you gonna help me become spiritual, but you not? You get what I'm saying?
And
like,
you taking people further away from where they need to be as well.
I am one with whoever.
The universe. That universe talk, boy. Y'all be killing me with that. The universe ain't never did nothing for me.
So it's like, are we losing ourselves trying to fit in what others believe?
Or are we trying to do? We just trying to do what's popular, what's trending.
I don't want to trend,
Yoga is the hottest thing right now, so everybody's doing it.
and it's been for like what the past couple of years. You won't just go exercise, right?
I bet you won't see no Muslim doing yoga. They might be some of the most competent people.
Because they know,
In my opinion.
because
They know the truth.
And it's strict. Like, you get what
Exactly.
I'm saying? It's bam, bam, bam. If you don't do this, then you can't. You can't. Like it, and I think that's
Christianity started accepting all kind of stuff. They accept everything society accepts.
Everything's okay, but it's clearly
You can be whatever you want to
It
be.
clearly states that that's not how it works.
Nah.
So I think we are losing ourselves trying to fit in to believe. I believe that we are getting away from God and all of that. So
Yeah.
I mean, that's everybody's journey is their journey, and they have to come to that realization. And so we're just here, I guess, offering our opinions and what we believe, and seeing and trying to inform. I think that's what we're here to do.
Absolutely.
Asking you a question. So, is it okay to have mixed beliefs? Can you believe in God and believe in Allah? Can you believe in whatever spiritual things in Hinduism and say I'm a Christian? Do you believe that you should still be doing yoga as long as you are praying to God and Jesus about this? Like, I don't know.
But hey, it's all confusing.
What do you think?
Yeah.
Let us know.
But yeah. Just let us know what y'all think. Are y'all confused like we are?
Do you have the answer?
Yeah.
Have you researched this? Do you know? Because we're asking questions. I genuinely like to see people's perspectives. I am curious. Not that I'm going to sway away from Jesus, but I am curious because there's so much, and it's like, but let me see your point of view. Is that going to change my mind? Absolutely not, because I know the Lord Savior is like, yo. But yeah, I like to see different perspectives. So let us know yours.
Right with us. But we're going to go ahead and keep it moving. So before we get out of here, we got to hit them in the head one time with On This Day in Black History. So today is June 27th. So in 1939, Mr. Frederick McKinley Jones received a patent for the ticket dispensing machine. Lord have mercy. Forget him. No, but anyway, if anybody who doesn't know who he is, because I didn't know who he was.
I have no idea who this man
Frederick
is.
McKinley Jones was an American inventor, entrepreneur, engineer, and the winner of a National Medal of Technology and an inductee of the National Inventor Hall of Fame. Jones invented mobile refrigeration technology, enabling long-haul transportation of perishable goods. Yes, he did. He was born in 1893 in Covington, Kentucky. Shout out to the South. He from down here. So anybody who didn't know who he was, because like we say, we didn't know. So we got to keep the people informed, and we got to inform ourselves at the same time.
The thing,
Yeah.
pull the ticket.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah. So, yeah. We're going to go ahead and get up out of here. But before we do, we want y'all to continue to rock with us. We'll be here every week with a brand new episode, hot new topic. And, yeah, like, subscribe, follow us on all podcast streaming platforms. And we'll see y'all next week. Peace, love, and soul, like Soul Train. We out of here. Choo.